Well, hello again, everybody, and thank you so much for tuning in to this video. In this video, we're going to be talking a lot about research, and I'll be showing you some research that I did for this project and for everything that's going to be coming up for this project. Um, Before we really get into that, I wanted to thank everybody that tuned in to my first video. I really can't thank you guys enough for all the support. It really means a lot. If you viewed the video or if you sent me a message saying, "Hey, thanks for posting this," or if we ended up talking about it at any point, thank you so much for all of that. Even leaving a comment on these videos is just great to see. Even just the views going up has been amazing to see. I'm really surprised at how many people even tuned into the first video. So really and truly from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for all of that. Um, Also, before we really get into research, I thought I would tell you a little bit more about myself. And I'll be doing something similar to this with at the start of every video. So, as I mentioned, I just graduated from SUNY Fredonia with my BFA in lighting design. I graduated in December. As I mentioned, before I went to Fredonia, I went to Mohawk Valley Community College, which is a community college here in Utica. I started there as a education major. I wanted to be a history teacher. And at that point, I was only doing theater, in my free time. It was really just extracurriculars. At that point, I had been doing theater for all throughout high school, so for a few years by then. And it was at MV that I really learned to love the craft of theater and really come to love lighting as it was. Um, so went to MV for a few years, and it was at MV that I decided to change my major to theater. And I graduated from MVCC with an associate in arts, in liberal arts and sciences in theater. And I am so thankful for all of my time at MV. I think it really did help me grow as a person, even as a young theater artist back then. I think it did help me mature a little bit back then. Currently, I am working at MVCC as a stagehand. I help out with a lot of their lighting things at MVCC. I also work as an on-call stagehand at the Turning Stone Resort and Casino, which is a local casino here. Um, I work there, on an on-call basis. So I am shifts are offered up to the on-call staff, and they schedule us from there based on our availability. So I could be in 2 days one week and then no days the next week. All depends on the schedule. Same thing happens at MVCC. It's just the way things are right now with what I'm working with, and I'm absolutely fine with that. I love both of my jobs. If anybody ends up watching these, I really do enjoy my time both at MV and at Turning Stone. I also work as a freelance lighting designer. I am currently the lighting director at the Wild Rep Theater in New Hartford. And At the Wild Rep Theater, we put on a few staged productions a year, fully staged productions, and we also put on a few monthly shows. There are a few shows that come through every month that we like that we put on, and when I'm available, I am in charge of lighting for those certain events. So today we're going to be talking about research. And the best way I thought to do this video was to do everything as the finished product. So what I'm going to be showing to you guys is I'm going to be showing a PowerPoint that is very similar to the PowerPoints I would make at this stage in the game for designer presentation. And designer presentation is exactly as it sounds. The design team would go into one of the first rehearsals of the production we're working on, and we would present our ideas, our concept to the cast, along with who we are and what we do on the show. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'll be showing you a PowerPoint of collages of images that I put together for this, and I'll be talking about the concept and what we're doing for the concept as we go through. So I hope you enjoy this part of the process. There are a few more extra videos coming your way soon enough. I just finished up a video that should be going out very soon. And after that, again, I'll be saying it a lot. I am hoping to do a few things with some concert lighting with the Grand MA programs I have here at home. So thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in again. And I really hope you enjoy this video.
Well, hello everybody. My name is Wade Murphy Jr., and I am the lighting designer for this production. Um, as I was reading through this play, and as we were in talks with our production meeting, I really got the sense that this play is divided up into a few different worlds. And I'm going to walk you through them as we go. And for our viewing audience, I will be talking about the play as I go along as well. So we start in a performance of Anton Chekhov's The Seagull, and we find our main character, Emma, who is playing a working character in the show. Now, Emma is a drug addict, and she is to kind of lose touch with reality and somewhat realize that she needs to get help. And this play is going to follow her journey along through it. So as she's acting out parts of the seagull, um, different things start, but she starts to really lose touch with reality. And as she checks in to rehab, our next world here, you can see we have rehab. Um, she starts experiencing the symptoms of withdrawal. And one of the things I really took inspiration from was our director's idea that the link should really be the window into Emma's soul and what she's really feeling as she goes through. So my idea here is to make things a bit flat, a little bit two-dimensional, and things really going to be devoid of color. It's going to be a very stark look. Things are going to be not really they seem. It's going to be, like I said, very dimensional. Typically, we go for things to look very realistic. So we have some modeling light to really fill out the actors as they're on stage performing. But we're not really going to have that here because we want things to feel a little bit off, a little bit askew as Emma is going through this world, as she's going through these symptoms of withdrawal. Um, and every now and then, Emma is going to hallucinate as she goes through withdrawal. There are a lot of different scenes with her hallucinating. There are a lot of different scenes, a lot of days overlapping, where this hallucination world is going to kind of creep in here. So, my ideas here, again, going off of the idea that the lighting is really the window into Emma's soul and what she's really feeling, is that things are going to start somewhat peeling away from reality. Start introducing a lot more saturated colors in this hallucination world. We're going to be mainly using side lighting. Again, it's not going to be very full, very rounded. It's not going to be very modeled. It's going to be very flat. There are going to be textures scattered throughout different walls, popping up on the floor. It's all going to be very mishmashed, very jumbled as we enter into and as we go back into the real world, rehab world from this hallucination world. And the other main important world we have, or the closing scenes, or the ending world, where Emma is out of rehab and she's trying to piece things back together again. So something that we really took inspiration from were the 1950s and the 1960s color palette. The color palette here is going to be pastels, both in the scenic design and in the lighting design. And here we're finally going to see, finally start seeing some modeling, where the actors are going to start looking full, really pop from the set. And things are going to be just a little bit too real, and it's going to feel almost a little out of place for Emma to be in these closing scenes, pulling from the 1950s era again, the color palette, and also with that idea of the perfect family that I believe somebody coined in one of our production meetings. So that's a little bit up to our lighting world. And we finish up this presentation. I did want to really quickly talk to viewing us and say thank you, everybody, for tuning to my research video. I'm going to take time now to finish up our scenic design as we go through, and we are going to, as the scenic design rounds out, I'm going to start actually making our lighting plot. And once my plot is all set, I'll be making a video just really quickly to show you guys how I make my plots typically and how that process is all done. And then we'll go through and I'll hopefully be able to show you guys some queuing and some different softwares I can use to do it before I go into the space and what I would be doing during technical rehearsals. Keep an eye out for sort of videos coming up very soon. Um, I did just finish up, as I mentioned, finished up another video that should be coming out soon. I decided, I'd show you guys a couple more things about my world, and hopefully, some people that tune into these can learn a few things from my upcoming videos if they're young lighting enthusiast like I once was. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you understand the concept we're going for. If any questions about what's going on for this show, please feel free to send me a message either through Facebook or leave a comment on this video. And we'll see you guys soon for another exciting video. Thanks. Bye.